Hello guys, today I will do my Cowboys season review. So let's get started. First off, I came up against the minor premiers from last year, the Penrith Panthers. They were good. Well, they were alright in the first half, down 8-0. The defense was good. Second half, the Panthers blew them open, and they got destroyed. 24-0. Next up, against the Dragons, probably the best game for the opening month, where they played very well, the Cowboys. And also, the Cowboys were good. Calvin Hess scored enough. Oh, actually no. Next up was against the Gold Coast Titans. Well, the Cowboys, at the time, had conceded the Titans' biggest ever win. We lost 44-8. Next up, in Cogra, at Strata Jubilee, they got smacked by the Sharks, 48-10. Next up at Leichhardt Oval, they hadn't won at Leichhardt since 2000, and they broke the drought by getting their first one of the season against an underwhelming Tigers outfit. I think they only won because the Tigers were really bad in the first half. Next up, in Townsville, Queensland Stadium, they beat the Bulldogs 30-18. So a 2-game winning streak, and make it 3 as they upset the Canberra Raiders in Townsville 26-24. The winning streak ended against the Warriors because they were horrible in the first half, but the second half was such a great attacking outfit, but the Warriors just held on and they lost 24-20. Next up is the 2015 Grand Final rematch, which was a great game in Townsville, 1918. Got revenge for round 1 of 2020 with the Broncos beat them 28-21. And they won 19-18 in a thriller. Next up in Magic Round against the Sydney Roosters was a alright performance by the Cowboys. They put up a fight against a really good, pretty weak Roosters outfit actually. But the Roosters won 30-16. Next up, at Queensland Stadium, they played the Newcastle Knights in a weird game. So, after a couple of minutes, they were up 16-0. The Knights came to tie it up, eventually took the lead 20-16, but the Cowboys scored 20 unanswered points and won 36-20. Next up in Townsville, against the Warriors, they got revenge and won 29-28. Round 13 by round 14. Well, this is where the season went to crap for the Cowboys. Next up against the Manly Sea Eagles. The Sea Eagles did not have Tom Trbojevic, and the Cowboys conceded the half century. 50 points to lead. That was pretty disappointing for the Cowboys. Next up, in Townsville against the Cronulla Sharks, they lost 26-24. Next up in Newcastle, they lost 38-0. They got kept to 0 for the second time in the season. Next up, at McDonald Jones Stadium, the Rabbitohs beat them 46-18. They had a great start, the Cowboys, but the Rabbitohs blew them off the park. Like, won 46-18. Next up in Townsville against the Sydney Roosters. It was again a great start, going up 12-0. But the Roosters again blew them off the park and won 34-18. Next up against the Melbourne Storm, the eventual minor premiers. This was one of the better performances in the year. Only going down 20-16. They definitely could have won this game. Next up, Queensland Derby. Well, they got smashed by the Broncos, 37-18. Next up on the Gold Coast against the Titans. They played not that bad. I think the Titans overwhelmed them, and they lost 36-14. Next up, Queensland Country Bank Stadium. They hosted the West Tigers. And well, the Tigers got their revenge. 24-16, their first game in Townsville. Speaking of teams in Townsville, the Eels still have not played in Townsville. And they'll play. And the Eels host the Cowboys from Seabus Super Stadium, and they won 32-16, the Eels. And finally, they broke the losing streak, the Cowboys, and won a great game in Rockhampton, 38-26. Next up, final game of the year against the Manly Sea Eagles, the last NRL team. Cowboys, they had Kamiso Tapuai-Fatoa scored a great try. But the Sea Eagles got some great tries in this game. And the Sea Eagles won 46-18. Okay, anyways. Next up, news for next year. Oh, yep. The Cowboys getting Jermaine Tanoa-Brown, Peter Hooker, and Chad Townsend. Is that? Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's not much else to talk about, so anyways, I'll see you guys next